Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, my name is Noria. Today I'm going to be talking about mental health and basically just the surface of mental health and what we can do in our daily lives to improve our mental health and just overall become more accepting of ourselves and others. And this is just a brief window into what you can do to improve your mental health. This is no way saying this is a cure-all, and there are different stages of mental health, so just don't take this at face value. So mental health is the key to happiness, the key to productivity, and as cliche as it sounds, key to global harmony. Mainly, we are more comfortable with ourselves and our mental health. We are more tolerant, more accepting, yada yada yada, of whatever is going around us. And a lot of times people don't realize that mental health actually correlates with physical health. So how we're feeling down or so much, we're fatigued or tired all the time, or just feeling icky. It's not so much, oh, I'm getting sick, it's just I should take medicine and take it off. Most of our issues are mental and we don't even know it. Some of the silent signs that we are suffering from a decrease in our mental health is chronic pain, fatigue, and or sleeping disorders, insomnia, all that good stuff. So those are just some of the side effects that comes with mental health. There are so many more, of course, depression and the whole wide scope of things. This is just more to help you guide through on what is making you feel down at that moment and how you can improve it. So one of the main thing is to be positive. I know that's really hard when you're like feeling like crap, but it's more of surrounding yourself with positive things. And that could be being in an open space, going out and getting some sun. A lot of us have desk jobs, so we're nowhere near open sunlight. We're in a cubicle or at a desk, artificial light, and by the time we leave, the sun is going down. So on the weekends, or if you're getting up early, enjoy some time in the sun. That is definitely going to boost your endorphin levels and just make you feel better. Music helps, and just generally being around nature. Again, get outside. That is one of the best and cheapest things you can do to help boost your mental health. And the opposite of that, the negative effects that can bring you down, say you are in a positive mood and it can slowly bring you down. It's just negative energy. If you're in a cluttered space, it's noisy, you're around toxic chemicals, just bad things. And like I said, the poorly lit areas or artificial light or just dimly lit areas, that will kind of, bring you down a little bit. And that can affect you as well. So keep it light, keep it bright, and yeah, it's about the best you can do. And a lot of issues stem from the fact that most people don't realize that what could be society calls wrong with someone is just that mental health is decaying. It's not really something that is talked about a lot. So when someone is fatigued or comes off as lazy, most people are like, oh, well, she's not driven, or he could do so much better, or just we tend as a society to react negatively when things don't go as the norm, and we don't address the bigger picture behind it, or we just throw drugs at them. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Like, here's this prescription, take this, and the side effects are way worse than what I so-called have. So we need to start looking at the bigger picture behind why we feel the way we feel. So there are just 4 main things that we can do and adapt these habits that will not only help with the fundamentals, but also slowly bring us into that more positive mindset. First and foremost, you need to move. You gotta exercise, even if it's only 10 to 15, 20 minutes a day. Just move, do some kind of exercise to get the heart rate going, and we gotta sleep. As a society where we are constantly moving, constantly busy, never have enough time for anything, we do need that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And our schedules may not be as typical as everyone else. I personally tried to go to bed at 10:30 and wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That was not happening. So for me, I just had to figure out what times work best for what I'm doing. So my sleep schedule is now, I'm down at roughly 12:30, and I'm up at 8. So that works for me, and that's how I'm getting my hours in. You just figure out what works for your schedule and then catch up on sleep when you can. Another biggie is nutrition. We gotta stop eating all the junk food. It's easier said than done, especially with how accessible and cheaper junk food is compared to the healthy counterparts. But be mindful of what you eat, because what you eat does affect your body. The chemicals that are released, the nutrients or vitamins you're not getting from the junk food has an effect on our body, which in turn has an effect on our mental health. So be mindful of what you're eating and try to eat more fruits and veggies, and just save the junk food as a treat or something. Another biggie is stress management. So again, talking out with people, mentally meditating, exercising, all these things help with stress management, and just basically reacting second. Think first and react second. Again, easier said than done, especially if, like me, I used to be hot-tempered, and now I've finally gotten to the point where, you know what, that doesn't really bother me, or I process it first, and then I'm like, okay, well, you know what, the person's probably having a bad day, or that event is out of my control, so what am I going to do? There's no point getting mad about it. I just got to figure out and keep moving on. So that's basically the mindset. You got to adapt, and let me tell you, it is not easy. It took me a couple years, but once you get there, things become a whole lot easier. Also helps is journaling, just getting everything off your mind. And it could be a digital journal, a physical journal, it doesn't matter. You can easily write it and tear it up. It's just get it out of your head and onto paper or the screen, and just let it go, or use it to reflect. And also you can, if you are religious, dive into your religion. That gives you another outlet, and it lets you explore a higher being than yourself, and you realize that all the stuff we go through now is pretty trivial, and eventually one day it is going to end. And yeah, so if you are religious, dive deeper into your religion. Last but not least is to improve your relationships, not just with your friends and your family. Those are great to have too, but mainly the relationship you have with yourself. One of the best things that's helped me is that I have made it so I talk to myself as I would my friends. I would never tell my friends that they couldn't do something, that they weren't the best at something, that they weren't beautiful, handsome, whatever. When I adopted that mindset and started telling myself that, my mental capacity with how I felt and how I interpret things was phenomenal. The increase was phenomenal. I became more confident, more daring, more accepting of not only myself but everyone around me, because hey, we're all different, and I gotta learn what makes me different and what makes me happy before I can focus on the other things. And that's my biggest thing with improving kind of your mental state, mental mindset. Love yourself. That is my biggest thing with this one, is self-love. I actually decided this year that this was going to be mainly my year for self-love. I improved and got into it last year, but this year I just told myself that no matter what, I'm doing the best I can, or even if I can do better, you know what, I can do better, but you still did a pretty good or decent job, or you be honest with yourself, talk to yourself, motivate yourself, basically how you would your friend. You would never tell your friend that they couldn't do anything, so why are you telling you? You would never tell your friend that they're ugly. Why are you doing it to yourself? We all have flaws, and our flaws are beautiful, so accept them, and I kid you not, that is a huge weight lifted off your shoulder regardless, because if you know you're confident, strong, beautiful, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what life throws at you, you are still going to be confident, beautiful, and strong because you believe in yourself and you can make it happen. So, before I go into a huge rant on self-love, which I kind of already did, I'm going to end this video here. So again, this is just a brief adaptation of a couple things you could do to improve your mental health. But again, there is a bigger picture behind it, a bigger scope, more in-depth problems and stuff like that, and definitely do your research and learn more about that. But this is more of just little things you can do every day to just help improve yourself naturally. So give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, or if you have any other tips, leave them down in the description box below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!